Hi there, I am Aaron, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. And what you're seeing right there, aside from my face, is a little graphic on the screen of next Saturday, which hopefully is something that
what you're seeing right there.
is something that we'll get to see a lot of you guys. What the heck? In stereo, guys, in stereo. Today is Sunday Blue Sunday, or as it says on the screen, because I couldn't fix the thing afterwards, Sunday in Blue. Next Saturday, right here on this channel, we will have director of films like Urban Legend, Valentine, Long Weekend, and of course the excellent Storm Warning. Hey there, Chris. Hey there, Matt. Jamie Blanks. And we will also have horror author Mike Thorne. And here's the thing right now. If you do not know yet who Mike Thorne is, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to be upfront. I'm going to be honest. This is a guy to watch. This is a name that you're going to know. And you're going to know him well. So let's be here at the opening. If you're watching this through Facebook and you're trying to comment, I do want to apologize right now because good friend of the channel here, 13 Wolfman, I think was watching through Facebook and made a comment or two. And for some reason, it didn't come through. Well, it doesn't come through on Facebook, but he came here on like YouTube afterwards and his comments weren't coming through. So I think if you want to comment on the video, you have to come through here first rather than going through Facebook. But if you're on Facebook and you're watching this video, I do apologize if I can't see your messages. But thank you for joining me. Hi there, Carrie. Hi, Dave. Hey there, Alan. Chris, Matt. The gang is slowly getting all here. As you all know, on Friday is my next Patreon live video. It's a big one. Some of you guys coming in there are going to be like finding out about some really cool stuff, and you're actually going to get a chance to have your say. It is a roundtable, so I'll be bringing people in to the video, whether it's their they're right on the screen or just their voice or however they want to do it. I'll be cycling people in and out of the video. For conversations, my very first live roundtable that'll be done exclusive to the Patreon channel. So if you're not a member of Patreon, then it's definitely a good thing to check out. And if you're not quite sure how to join up, I have a question for you guys. Actually, we're going to talk about a lot of Blu-ray stuff. We got a ton of stuff coming up here. So right there is that's the link to my Patreon channel. Now, one thing that's been confusing to some people, and I want to get if you're a Patreon member, I especially want to get your thoughts on this right now, is people go on there and they don't see tiers and they get confused, and it happens a lot actually. So I have been thinking of putting tiers on my Patreon channel. Now, anybody that comes in, $1 or up, you're going to be on the live streams, all that type of stuff. But I am thinking of tiering it with some bonus stuff. There could be times when there'll be like when the $5 tier, the $10 tier is going to get like 50% off, like merchandise, all that type of stuff. So we're working on that. But I still want to make it inclusive. That's the thing. So I didn't do tiers initially because I wanted to make it inclusive. But I'm worried that not doing tiers is stopping people from joining Patreon. They're concerned that what we're seeing or what they're getting is actually some people come in and see the 130 and they think that's what they got to pay to get in. $1 and $5. That's a good idea, actually, Matt. I got some $10 patrons, so I want to keep that available as an option. Either way, but it's been something that I've been concerned about because I do know that sometimes I've had like 4 or 5 people who actually say, I wanted to go on and to your Patreon, but I thought it was too expensive, and I couldn't figure it out first. Then I looked at my Patreon page and I said, okay, that might be confusing some people. Because if it was $130 a month per patron, I would not be working right. Would not have to work my other job right now. So we're doing the Sunday chat. We're going to look at a lot of stuff. We're going to go back to the Ronin sale, see what's left on there. We're going to be looking at Vinegar Syndrome today. We're going to be diving into 88 Films. We're going to be looking at a lot of different companies, seeing exactly what's up there. Hey there, William. Welcome, man. And I'm excited about today. I'm actually super stoked about today. I had not planned to do a Sunday video. But what changed? And by the way, is this too dark or too bright? Because I can do this, or I can do this. So it's up to you guys. I had a viewer come in yesterday, come in afterwards and comment that he thought that this here was too bright. If you think it's too bright, let me know, because I can have lights turned on and off. It's not a big deal. It's what the little remote is here for. Last night I spent my entire evening actually setting up my study. Perfect, excellent. So basically what I do, well, you don't have to, Warlock. You still can see the videos on here. You just won't be able to see the exclusive videos, live videos that come on Patreon. Now I do have some viewers that have actually donated to the channel and got to the point where I said, here's the link type thing, or people that have done, or maybe doing something with a merchandise, like a merchandise crossover that'll get you a link to a live Patreon video. So there's always different ways. But at the end of the day, the true thing is that for all those that come in and support the channel, and I truly, really, really, really appreciate it. I did actually go out and I put a live, I had for 1 week, I sent my patrons a 10% off coupon for the merch store. Nobody actually used it. That's okay. It was too late to send it out. Because basically, in all honesty, it was coming close to the May sale, so I really didn't expect anybody to use it. What are my videos I'm doing for the next 2 weeks? Well, for Patreon, we have every Friday there is a live private exclusive video done for the Vinegar Syndrome sale. We're actually on the 28th. We're going to be shopping. All the patrons are going to be shopping together on the Vinegar Syndrome sale live. There'll be another coupon set out down the road, and it's going to be a bigger coupon too, Matt. So don't worry about that. On the regular channel, as you can see, we will be doing on Saturday. I'll be doing a conversation with horror author Mike Thorne and director Jamie Blanks, and it should be a blast. Actually, we're working hard to make this a really good one. We'll be following up on the Patreon channel with the Giallo Club, which is coming up. Which Matt actually just mentioned it with the hoodie. That's the reason that the hoodies came out. Was a hint to what's coming. Sometimes you're going to see stuff pop up on the merch store, and the reason for that is because it's hinting at what's coming up on the channel. So we'll get a lot of different things done there. And as for regular stuff, we have an unboxing coming up. And I'm going to do a partial unboxing of something that I'm kind of excited about, that I'm actually very excited about on my live channel, and I'll do a full unboxing on the Patreon channel. It's just trying to figure things out right now, and to get things done. But on the live channel, you're going to get live videos, right here, right now. You get live videos, conversations. We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about it's going to be a pretty busy next couple of weeks. I haven't been feeling well the last little while, and I've been trying to get myself over that. I'm still not feeling the greatest, but it's something that I want to get done for the channel. So that's what's going on right now, Northern. It's going to be a busy next couple of weeks. I might even have, for my comic book fans here, I might even have an omnibus unboxing as well as the regular stuff. All right, and for those that do want or are interested in donating to the channel, donations have been down lately. The donation link is right there in that stream down, in that ticker down below. I was switching my ticker back and forth between the donation link and between my regular Sunday Blue Sunday, and this might become, depends on how it goes. This may become a regular thing. Sunday Blue Sunday one. It's a nice title, isn't it? Yeah, Chris, I'm some unboxing coming out. Now, in the latter part of the year, there should be a lot of that coming up. See, that's why I haven't bought anything from Severn lately, Warlock. I'm concerned. I am concerned. I have to say, I really, really enjoy this format. If at all possible, I'm going to try and keep this for as long as I can. Sunday, Blue Day, Sunday. Actually, even better. Damn, why didn't I think of that? Matt, I may steal your idea there. Sunday, Blue Day, Sunday. I really like that. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I've got concerns, Warlock. I'm also concerned. So, for those that don't know, and for those that are Canadian, this is going to be something to talk about of note. So, Vinegar Syndrome is working on doing a Canadian store. So, as you know, for a while right now, Vinegar Syndrome has had a distribution center here, well, not right here, but up in Toronto. And it's pretty much a one-man show. He hires on some people during sale times to get things out fast. He's actually really, really good and really responsive. But they're actually working on doing a Canadian-specific site. Undercurring value. That might be it, actually. It's hard to tell. I know I've never worked for what do you call it? For customs, so I'm never quite sure. Though I do have a friend, actually, that works with customs. I should reach out to her and ask her. The Arrow movies I'm looking forward to either getting on the Arrow sale or from Barnes & Noble. Not in this sale right here. The Arrow titles I'm looking forward to right now, William, the biggest ones. Aside from Clapboard Jungle, which I don't own, which I would love to have. There's a few, actually, that I'd love to have right now. But I'm really interested in a lot of the July titles, especially the box sets. There's a few like 4Ks I would love to get from Arrow. I've been trying to up my 4K collection recently. But yeah, Vinegar Syndrome is going to be doing a Canadian site. And to put it to you in a more interesting way, maybe. Hey there, Jason. Welcome, man. I don't follow hockey so much now. I used to when I was younger. I was a big Wayne Gretzky fan. So back then, the Edmonton Oilers was my team. Being the guy that I am, I like the I like the Toronto teams, like Toronto. I like the Ottawa Senators. I like the Toronto Maple Leafs. Also, one of those weird guys. I also like the Montreal Canadiens too. So look right here. So this here is vinegarsyndrome.ca. As you can see, there's a very, very interesting picture there for vinegarsyndrome.ca. It's their placeholder picture that they use during a lot of their sales. I don't watch a lot of baseball, actually, Chris. That's one thing that I got to be honest with. Like, hockey is a given on Canadian. Like, when it came to other sports like football and stuff like that, it usually came about with I was dating a girl and she got me into this. But as you can see, the placeholder is already there for vinegarsyndrome.ca. So inevitably, this is going to be a thing. Which leads me to one question. Is this going to change is this going to change the way that we pay? I don't have a large Star Wars collection, so I wouldn't have a lot to show off. I don't have any of the Charles Soule or Jason Aaron omnibuses. Or even any Kieran Allen. I would like to get the Charles Soule Darth Vader down the road, though, and Dr. Aphra. Dr. Aphra especially. That's my number one Star Trek omnibus. Yep. By the way, if you have not checked out Master Chaos's recent videos, they've been excellent. I just finished watching before I came on here. I watched the video basically about the secret box set, which I do agree on, and it's a really good one, which you got to check out. This is open the floodgates for Canucksploitation. Well, Canucksploitation floodgates were opened up earlier on. My cat is totally high today. You better hear him. But it was a really good video, man. And I do, if you get the chance, try to get that extra disc because it's cool. That was one of the things I wasn't doing any when the last sale came up. For those that don't know, when Vinegar Syndrome did their last big sale, Severn did a sale right alongside it on Black Friday, and I got my Vinegar Syndrome titles. Now there was a couple Severn titles that I really wanted, and I did want to miss out on the bonus features, the special disc, that type of thing. So my better half actually went out, and as a surprise, she picked up a couple titles for me. One of them was Tales of the Uncanny, which is really, really good. Actually, this is my smaller cup, to be honest with you. And she picked me up Bahia Blanca, which if you have not got that, and that comes on a separate sale, by the way, get that. That's a really, hey, Vanessa, welcome. It has been a while. You've been missed. Oh, high cats are definitely better than sick cats. Can you hear him there? It's just going crazy. Maybe you can't hear him. Maybe it's just me that can hear him off here, but I'm extremely excited. By the way, I do have to say, I got to give credit to Jamie, because I am utter rubbish when it comes to doing these here things. I'm not a Photoshop type of guy, which you think I would be because I did go to art school and all. But I would just, I'm a charcoals guy. I can do that. You can hear him. But Jamie created this here. Made me look way better than I normally look, so I'm very appreciative of that as well. I mean, it's crazy Warlock right now when it comes to the stuff that's out there. When you really think about it, and I'm not sure about you or anybody there in Ontario. Hey there, Frankie, welcome, man. I do want to get Donnie Darko down the road. I'm not so big on S Darko. I work Monday to Friday, Vince. That's enough for me. Hello, you hi little kitty cat. What are you doing? Sorry, guys. He's just going nuts over there. All right. That is the Mike Thorne. Have you checked any of his books yet, Vanessa? Oh, you meant you? Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad, Vince. The delays have been crazy. The delays have been insane. I've got a package coming from a company. Actually, I like Donnie Darko. I really did. It's an unusually weird film. I'm not sure my better half's a big fan of it, but I enjoyed it back in the day. Custom charge. I usually get hit with custom charges on like some bigger things. I'm hoping I don't get hit with anything so far. Everything's been custom cleared so far. I'm a little nervous about some of the things coming out of the UK because my Aero stuff has taken an extremely long time to get here, as opposed to what it normally does. But I'm seeing a lot of things right now are getting stopped at the border for long periods of time. And if it goes to the BC location, if it goes through Vancouver, you're screwed. Because in all honesty, it's going to take a couple of weeks before that gets out. Like minimum 2 weeks. Hey there, Sam. Welcome, man. There are so many great YouTubers on here today, I got to say. You should be checking out Sam's stuff. See, Mississauga can be a little bit long. Let's just see. Tell you what, we'll check here before I get into the stuff. I do apologize. We're going to get into all the stuff that I promised. Let's check and see where Aaron's shipments are. All right. So, shipment coming from the U.S. Actually, a birthday gift sent to me by Craig. Shipped out on the 19th. It hit Mississauga on the 27th. No, that's wrong. Hit Mississauga on the 23rd. Was released from customs the same day. Did not get processed though until the 27th, and it just reached Halifax now. Shipment coming from my good friend George from the UK was sent out on the 21st. Went to Montreal, processed. Went through there. Looks like it processed pretty quickly. It's at Montreal as of the 29th. Order coming from something coming from the US. Can't say what it is yet. It was sent out on the 26th of April, and it was put into BC Customs on the 29th. On the 30th, it was processed. There has been no movement since the 30th of April. Another package coming from the U.S. sent out on the 14th of April. Hit Mississauga on the 26th. Did not get processed until the 29th. And it is just reached Sydney, Nova Scotia as of yesterday. And last but not least is a package coming from Amazon and just reached Halifax. Fatherhood is amazing, though. My kids are grown now, but we still chat all the time. But I so miss. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now when it comes to this. So let's check out the stuff first. Just a quick reminder for those that still want to get it. You still have the option to grab the Indiegogo campaign. You can still go and grab the perks for the Silvia Crystal book, hardcover book from Emmanuel to Chabral. It's a coffee table book with a slip. Comes with you can get it on its own or get it with a 4-disc Blu-ray or DVD set, including a special bonus disc. Somebody asked me after I got off yesterday if I'm in any way related to Cult Epics or if they'd reached out to me. The answer is no. It's just that something to know between us. I wanted my better half to know that this was a thing so that maybe I can get it. So there you go. A little bit of sneakiness on my side. By the way, my name is Aaron. If you've just reached here and you have not hit that like button, I really appreciate you hitting the like button. It makes me happy. It makes you happy, and it makes the YouTube algorithm channel that now controls the earth happy. For the ones that hit the dislike button, you came in anyway, so I got you. So there we go. I'm iffy on the Final Countdown. I like it. Like, I've got the DVD of it. I'm not quite sure if it's the 4K that I want, though. You can get some of the secret perks for limited times. Can you really? Nice. So this is one I'm actually intrigued by. Obviously, I've shown it on the channel a few times. Not sure if you saw this, Vanessa, or not, but this is an amazingly big coffee table book. Only problem is it's a bit on the pricey side, which is going to be different come there. I'm still waiting for it got stuck in customs, but I should soon have and be unboxing on here for you the Prowler CD, which came out from Howlin' Wolf Records. I'm very excited about this. I love this film. I love the score too by Richard Einhorn. So that's going to be like a big one to check out. 25 tracks plus 10 alternates and extras. I'm pretty excited about that, and I'll be unboxing this totally. So I think there's a 12-page linear notebook, like booklet, that comes with it as well. We will be looking into that too. No, it's not at all. Silvia Crystal, Vanessa, was famous for doing the Emmanuel series of films. That's how she initially became famous. She did I'll be getting the halfway sub from Vinegar Syndrome at the end of the month. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm not quite sure how much it's going to cost yet. I know that last year it cost $350. So if it's around there, then yes, I should be able to. Now, she did her first film that she ever did was with, I think, by Tim de la Pera. So there's a box set called the Dutch Sex Wave Collection, and it's not what you think. It's not like an erotic film set or like or an adult set. It was put up by Cult Epics, and it deals with like this Dutch era of filmmaking that did use like some nudity and stuff to actually get actually really good films across and do like an exploitation, but of what I would consider of a higher, more arty level. Oh, nice! The Stephen Thrower Jess Franco books. I have both of those upstairs, Carrie. Those are fantastic books. I read them constantly. I'm always going back to my Jess Franco books. I got some Jess Franco videos coming up, so I'll be like definitely availing of Stephen Thrower's books when I'm before I make those videos. So right here, Vanessa, is the beautiful Silvia Crystal. She's acted in like a ton of films, like say from Manuel to Chabrol. So of course that's famed French Hitchcock director Claude Chabrol, has been literally titled the French Hitchcock, who's made some amazing films. There are 4 films coming out like in our set: Playing with Fire, Pastorelle 1943, Mysteries, and Julia. Julia's actually a pretty popular one. She was a stunningly beautiful Dutch actress that made quite the... She did the first 3 Emmanuel films, too. And unfortunately, she has passed away back in 2012. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I'm looking for Wikipedia. Look for IMDb. That's from, of course, Concord. But all in all, she made 59 films, it looks like right here. She even came back later on to do to play Emmanuel, like as kind of like for some of those TV films. She didn't do the erotic part of it, but she played the older Emmanuel, basically. I hate the fact that they called her old Emmanuel. Dracula's Widow, The Fifth Musketeer. She was Maria Theresa, Fifth Musketeer. And Frankie and Eve. Frank and Eva was her first one, and that was a set put on a set put up by Cult Epics, called the Dutch Sex Wave Film Collection. I'm a huge fan. So hopefully you will see. Hopefully, if it doesn't take too long, hopefully it's not the week after. Hopefully next week we'll be seeing the Howlin' Wolf Records, where we get to look at the Prowler. We'll be going over, of course, every Friday is Vinegar Syndrome Day on the Patreon channel. So we'll be going over videos for Vinegar Syndrome every single Friday. Yesterday, I talked about the 6 new partner label releases here live on the channel. If you were in the Patreon group, you got to see an exclusive video on Friday where we got to chat about it. We'll actually mention some of those here today for those that didn't see it already. Hey there, Kubrick. Welcome, man. So there's like a ton of stuff that's coming out on the channel. We're also going to look at some 88 film stuff today, see what's gone out of stock, and see what's still there. I've already got an account, so I need to do that. So there we go. They were offering the Dutch checks with that collection. If you don't have it, Warlock, I think you got it, right? If you don't have it, that is such an amazing set. And the very first film in that set is a very much kind of an Alfred Hitchcocky style film. So well done. So well done. We will be, hopefully, I'm still waiting for some stuff to come from Umbrella Entertainment, which got stuck, which I'm thinking got stuck in shipping. I don't, it's been taking forever to get some stuff come. That's been the issue right now. It's stopped some of my review stuff that I've had coming on the go, and I've got some. I got three Mill Creek releases to review next week. One's a TV series, and that's what's taking a little bit longer than usual. The Dutch Sex Way, you got to see it, Craig. I'm in all honesty, it's definitely one to check out. So as of this point, Sam, it's still looking like I am getting it. It's been harder. Like the donations and even Patreon's been down a little bit as opposed to usual, but I'm still working on getting it. It's just a lot of peanut butter sandwiches going to happen in between that. But if I can get it, it sets me up. Alan, have a fantastic evening, man. And thank you for the support. I do like soundtracks. There's the thing. Like, I'm a huge soundtrack guy. So that does intrigue me. I still don't have Daughters of Darkness, though. That's the key one. That's the one that I'm thinking of grabbing before I do anything else. I am waiting for from Amon Macabre to come. I'm not sure if anybody else here has ordered the Amon Macabre releases or not. I know some of you guys did. I did kind of show them when they were coming out, and they both I'm pretty sure they both sold out. At least I think I think they both sold out. Pretty much. I'm still waiting on I watch them all, and I do get some I get some review copies, and I bought the other ones, the older ones. I just need to get Ultra Q. That's the only one that I'm behind on. Ultra Q, and I'm missing one of the modern Ultraman sets that I have to pick up. For those that don't know, I'm a huge Ultraman fan, a huge fan of Sentai, a huge fan of Kaiju stuff. So I don't get to talk about a lot on my channel because not enough people that watch Sentai and Kaiju actually watch my channel. I will not hawk anything. I never hawk anything that the people send me. I don't hawk things anyway. But I appreciate you saying that. Anything that gets sent to me is always kept. Even my notes are kept in a little file. Daughters of Darkness. It was an expensive release, but I eventually want to get it down the road. Usually, ironically, I get a lot of my Blue Underground stuff recently. Get at decent prices. I'll get it from Vinegar Syndrome when they do their picks. I have to once again thank Matt, who's actually sent me a gift card last night. My memoirs. Did you know, Warlock, that no word of a lie, I've had a unique life, so I did that. Those are things I actually, yeah, it's been worked on. It's doing Thunderball, the James Bond film. That should be an interesting one because Thunderball is the very controversial one. Daisuke is a really good guy. Haven't spoken to him recently. I got to get in contact with him again sometime soon. It'd be nice to get him on my channel too. Like I was on his channel. I did a video with him, and it was a great conversation that we did. Hope to get Daisuke on the channel sometimes. So it should be a lot of fun. So there you go, guys. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Thunderball on Daisuke's channel. And I do recommend you check him out. He's a really, really great, generous, really nice YouTuber. Well, it is done by the guy that, of course, did Creature from the Black Lagoon. He actually shot the underwater sequence. It's a pretty free day here, Trash, so we're talking about a lot of different stuff. Daisuke is a sweetheart of a guy. He really is. Like, you get some guys that seem that are kind of come off as nice, but this guy, he's genuinely nice. Just some of my acting scenes, that'd be hard to find. I mean, I did stage stuff. I never acted in films or movies or anything like that. I had chances. I used to carry around. I had like 2 or 3 versions of my audition tapes, and I don't have those anymore. If I did, I put them on just for a laugh, and I do like a commentary underneath them just for fun. If I ever find a copy of my horrible movie that I wrote, and again, it wasn't my fault, then I'll do a commentary to that one. I'll actually show that one on my Patreon channel. I have that double feature one, I think. There've been a lot of great stuff coming out from the Dollar Tree. We don't have Dollar Tree here in Canada. We got like Dollarama, and there's you can get lots of great graphic novels in Dollarama. You can't, however, get any good films. It's been a while since you've had actually any film show up at our Dollarama. But I would love to see this stuff come back. We used to get like a lot of stuff during like Halloween. We got like a bunch of stuff. Nowadays, there's nothing. It's a shame, really is. All right, so let us look first. Let's do 80 films. No, because it's shorter, because it's going to be easier. Let's look at the Ronin Flick sale. Ronin Flicks had a small like Code Red sale, and let's see if anything sold out, if they're doing well to sale, and then we'll go from there. We'll look at a lot of other stuff. Strictly buying boutique labels at present time, pretty much for certain. Like pretty much for me right now, I think a lot of people really are. So let's look here at the Code Red's catalog blowout sales, 35% off. But the sale with the big like Vinegar Syndrome sale, like obviously I couldn't go into this one. There's only 20 titles initially, and it looks like those 20 are down to 12. So not quite sure what sold out, but it had Simon King, The Witches, Warlock Moon, The Concrete Jungle, Zeta, Revenge of the Dead, Blackout, After the Fall of New York, The Curious Female, Fred Williamson Collection Volume 3, with Mr. Mean and Joshua, Happy Hell Night, Nam Angels, In the Aftermath, and Race for Glory. So those are the 12 that are left. Now, Ronin Flicks does have a lot of good stuff on their site. Let's just check out the pre-orders right now. But some of it can be pretty pricey. As you can see, they have some of the regular releases, like the Severins, the Arrow, the MVD rewinds. Here's that one that I really like, actually. It's a giallo that I really enjoy, called Delirium, with Serena Grande. Looks like it's getting, I think it's a Scorpion release. Basically, George Eastman David Brandon, Serena Grande, Dario Nicolodi. Special features, new 2016 HD remaster with additional 15-hour color correction. Interviews with director Lamberto Bava, actor George Eastman, director of photography Gian Lorenzo Battaglia, art director Massimo Antonello Gilig, vintage interviews with Lamberto Bava, George Eastman, and David Brandon. This is the Kino Lorber version. Oh, wow. So Kino's putting this one out. Void the Eye is an excellent film. Like, it's one of the ones you should watch in one sitting, but I understand it's a longer film. But definitely watch to the end, because it is a pretty tense and intense film as it goes through. But as you can see, there's a few things that are coming out. Let's go to 88 Films. This is where I plan to go earlier on today. Good friend of mine, George from the UK, has been getting a lot of 88 film stuff recently. And I'm watching it, looking at his Facebook page, and it's making me want so much stuff. So Young Master, unfortunately, went out of print before I actually was able to get this one. This was a gorgeous looking title, by the way, guys. Like, just look at that. Look how stacked that was. So that's one I'm super excited to. I was super excited to get, and then it sold out, and I'm like, God damn it! There'll be like a regular edition, but it won't be as sexy as this. Like, I wanted the sexy edition. I really did. Well, let's go to coming soon. I got 4 titles coming up here. There is and they're doing a really deluxe edition from Amazon UK. Are you finding any problems with shipping from Amazon UK? Well, not because I'm worried about them. My better half has as well. So this is Zombie 5, Killing Birds. I'm not going to lie to you, not my favorite film. But I want to get this, and I was going to initially get this from Vinegar Syndrome, but oh, hell, this looks good. So it looks like we got a rigid slipcase, basically a hard box. You get the film, you get a 40-page perfect bound book, and a double-sided poster. And it's by Graham Humphreys, who I really like, by the way. You definitely got to check out Void the Eye, Craig. They ship fast? Oh, wow. No, Fulci didn't do Zombie 5 or Zombie 4 or Zombie 3. Really, not much. I'm Bruno Mattei. Was it Bruno Mattei or D'Amato on this one? I'm trying to remember. I'll look down here. I'll cheat because Carlo Latanzi's Zombie 5. Oh, I thought for sure. Okay. Produced by Joe D'Amato. Okay, there we go. So that's an A3 fold-out poster. Features, I'm going to guess, are pretty similar to the stuff that's on the Vinegar Syndrome release, which makes me wonder. So let's do that. Let's go to Vinegar Syndrome. Let's go to Killing Birds. Let's compare the two releases. So, on the Vinegar Syndrome release, we got an extended interview with Claudio Latanzi, a video interview with soundman Larry Ravine, audio commentary with Sam Deegan, which is amazing because she has fantastic commentaries. Let's go over to the Zombie 5 edition here from 88 Films. We get another commentary with Troy Haworth and Nathaniel Thompson. From Raptors, a quarantine interview with composer Carlo Maria Cordillo. Claus Raptors interview with director Claudio Latanzi. Sound of Raptors interview with sound recordist Piero Paris. Blood on the Mirage, an interview with Petro Tenaglio, alternate Raptors title sequence, original trailer, reversible sleeve. So, yeah, it looks like, damn, that actually the 88 Films version may be better than the Vinegar Syndrome version. It's part of the Terran Collection, the limited edition series. Now, they do this limited edition series. I love Title Forgasso, man. Recently upgraded Thundar. My better half will be proud of you, Trash. That's your favorite cartoon. This is gorgeous looking. I did not know this was a thing, guys. I love the fact that, so they just put like the price thing on there, like 888.88. That's not actually the price. It's just like their placeholder that they put there until you can actually are able to pre-order it. So this is their version of In the Cold of the Night, put up by Vinegar Syndrome. It's a Nika Mastarakis film, which you can tell right there. Shannon Tweed, Jeff Lister, Tippi Hedren. We don't have PayPal Pay here in Canada, Matt, and I've heard some not so good things recently about PayPal Pay. So I'm kind of iffy on being glad if you get the canned or not. I think they eventually will, but I'm not sure about it. So there's a limited edition soft touch O-ring slipcase cover here for the first pressing. Set of 4 collectible postcards. Oh wow. We got the auto commentary by film journalist David Wayne and Maddie Bud. I can't pronounce the name. Archive behind the scenes featurette. So there's a bunch of stuff. There's some stuff on here. I love this cover, by the way. Again, just for the fun of it. Let's look at the. Though I gotta say, I do like the cover for Vinegar Syndrome in the Cold of the Night too. But it's a really good movie, so I would recommend it. My favorite Jalen movie? I'm not quite sure. My top 3 that I can think off the top of my head: Your Vice's Locked Room and Only I Have the Key, Tenebrae, and Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. If we go to top 5, then put in Don't Torture Duckling, and not quite sure. Hey, films have better features. The Vinegar Syndrome have better transfers. So Carvel Banting's featurette and a Carvel image gallery. So yeah, there wasn't a lot on the 88 Films edition of that one actually. Maybe you can buy you can buy both of them and get that and get an ultimate edition. Thank you for taking care of that. Yeah, Kat Ellinger and Sam Deegan. Any commentary, anytime you see Kat Ellinger and Sam Deegan on a commentary together, or just either one of them alone, actually, you're going to get some great stuff. So it looks like there's a new Jackie Chan coming out. Newest roll of here. Snake in the Eagle's Shadow. So it looks like it's getting an old case. Yeah. So slipcase with brand new artwork from RP Kung Fu Bob O'Brien. Limited edition photo poster and 4 collectible art cards. Along with the usual ton of features. Hey there, Antoine. Welcome. Oh, Tenebrae. Matt, Tenebrae is Argento. It's, in my opinion, his best work. But I'll eventually I'm going to do a versus video. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do it on the regular channel or on the Patreon channel. We're going to look at the main directors, and we're going to do verses with Argento versus Martino versus Fulci. And looking at only their Giallo films. Legionnaire, I'll be honest, this is not one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's best films. It is a weaker one. But if you're collecting these, you're going to collect them all. It's no charge of the Light Brigade, that's for sure. Though I'm showing wishes it was. I do like the fact that anything over 100 pounds is free shipping. The fact that there's some companies that are still doing free shipping, really, I really like that. I really like that that aspect. And that's something to be interesting to look into as well, is what companies still do free shipping, and what companies have kind of moved away from it over the cocktail period. Their Italian collection. They've done some great stuff with their Italian collection. I got a few of them. I don't have a lot, Jason. I would love to have the JCVD titles. There's a thing to look at. If Idiot Film says out and it's not an exclusive, always check Amazon UK because there's usually a few left. Always good to check out. That's it. Hey, Craig, I got to do a full t-shirt to entice you with. Pretty good. I mean, like I got 3 cats altogether. But I'm guessing you're talking about Scaredy, the one that was sick for a bit. They're going around like crazy. Since then, they've been getting their. But that's only the United States, Vince, for the Kino free shipping. Unfortunately, in Canada, we don't have that anymore. And it does make a difference for, I think Vinegar Syndrome does like free shipping, or they used to anyway. I want to find out here. Not during sales, though. Gotta catch them all. Let's see, there's something here for. Look for shipping. What happened to free U.S. shipping? Unfortunately, shipping carrier holiday surcharges are set to continue well into the new year. And it's not, for a lot of it, it's not really the fact of a lot of the companies. There has been some differences when it comes to shipping. It's got a little more expensive. Actually, I got that teed up for tonight. I love Heath stuff. Of course, Heath is Serial at Midnight, for those that don't know. And right now, I like, and it just to this Serial at Midnight, Master Chaos, Fat Samurai Guy, pretty much all you guys there that do YouTube stuff. I key your stuff up, and I have certain times when I can actually sit down and watch it. Lately, it's been harder because I've been doing a lot of. I've been trying to get through a lot of review stuff. Right at the top of the page, and not even. I'm not missing that. I've heard some words on Homegrown Horrors box set so far. So apparently, Fatal Exam seems to be kind of the dud of the. It's on MakeFlix's own channel. Okay, I'll check it out. Because I know I got it like tagged to watch. I just didn't know it was on their channel. I'd love to have MakeFlix on the channel sometime to talk to them. Like I'm reaching out to a few different other people to kind of chat with, to talk with. And obviously, it's something that I'm trying to expand on. So I'm trying to get more conversations on the channel. And maybe, who knows, one of these days, one of these conversation things, one of these conversation videos might end up on a, for those that are thinking of doing a what's the word I'm looking for? Special features on a disc sometime, then I'm here. That graphic was done courtesy of Jamie because I am rubbish when it comes to Photoshop. I really am. That's why a lot of my stuff, like when it comes to my merch stuff, is organized by my better half. Why am I not seeing that? Is it because it's sharing things there? Is that it? Yeah, that's probably why. See, I got like where I'm doing a sharing window, the sharing application. It's showing there. But yeah, he did a fantastic job with this. And he did this in a very short period of time, too. Like me and Mike and Jamie were talking last night, and we mentioned this, and he had this done in no time. I got on Twitter, and I hadn't seen the message yet that it was done, and I was like, damn. But what do you expect? The guy did like Urban Legend and Valentine, are again two of my favorite films. Though a bit more than over 125. You're in Canada, Antoine, if you get hit. Mike Thorne is a horror author that's done some incredible books. And aside from that, watch the interview. Like, definitely watch the interview. If you got a chance to check out some of his work before, I definitely recommend it. I did Shelter of the Damned, for instance, and he did a book of short stories as well, at least one that I know of. Because you may find out some new information on that video. I can't say anything. Just watch. You'll find out. But I'll put it to you this way right now. Mike Thorne is a name to watch in more ways than you may think. Mike Thorne is going to be a name to watch. Storm Warning is fantastic, Matt. Let me know what you think, but I actually really enjoyed Storm Warning. Some beautiful shots, some fantastic cinematography in Storm Warning. Like at the beginning of the film when they're going down the when they're going in the river. It's just incredible stuff. We talked a bit about Storm Warning on our last conversation there with Jamie. So I'll be definitely letting these guys like run the video as much as possible because these guys have a lot to say and a lot to talk about. I know a lot of people recently picked up the Urban Legend 88 Films triple feature set. If you did, like, kudos, fantastic, because that's a great set. A good friend of mine actually got it for me, so I got that coming in the mail. So when that comes, I'll be unboxing it. We'll be talking about the films. I'm going to be watching the films. I'll be doing a review of the set, the documentary, everything. That's right. Yeah, Kubrick bought Jamie's films while we were doing the video, right? And Jamie's one of those directors that, like, for the longest time, I think, was unheralded a lot. And he did Urban Legend, and it was such a good film. And even then, even the fact that it was a popular film, but I still think that it was underrated, but not as much so as Valentine, which literally was one of those that came out at probably the wrong time, because I like Valentine just as much, maybe even a little bit more than Urban Legend, because it really had that feel of an early '80s slasher film, and you can see that's what he was going for. Like, he wasn't going for the meta like style slasher of what you would expect for that time period of the '90s Scream era time period. Then we come to Storm Warning, which again there's one to keep an eye on. Which I thought was a fantastic film, and A Long Weekend I really like too. What a hard man! It takes guts to make, like, Long Weekend was a classic. So to redo Long Weekend was took some guts to do, and some amazing stuff as well. Denise Richards, and that she is so good in that film. You think Stormwind's your? I can see that actually. For some reason, Warlock I would have guessed that. Urban Legend Bloody Mary is underrated. I haven't seen all of Urban Legend Bloody Mary, to be honest with you, Jason. I owned a DVD copy of it, and back in the day, and I watched a bit of it, but I was really tired. But Jamie, see, the thing is, like certain films might be owned by certain companies, like Urban Legend, and I think Valentine were owned by I think they're owned by the same company. I'd have to check into it, but that's the problem is getting all the films out there, like distributed by different people, much like Hammer, right? So that's why you still haven't seen like a really good release of Long Weekend, and definitely we haven't got a really great release of Storm Warning. The best we've gotten is Dimension Extreme DVD so far. Valentine. Yeah, I'm with you, Jason, actually. It's too cynical for your. Who's too cynical? Not Jamie Blanks, that's for sure. uh, but Kubrick, yeah. Jamie Blanks uses a lot of humor in his films without overdoing it or making it like meta or screamish. Like here's a guy that like almost like made almost ended up making an OG last summer just by a hair really. Miss out on directing that. But in the long run, he directed Urban Legend, which I'll be honest with you is a better film than I Know It Did Last Summer. Though I do like Know It Did Last Summer. Oh, Fincher Kubrick. Okay. See, I'm not caught up in your conversation, Dex. I was going to say, I was confused, man. I definitely agree with Fincher being too cynical. Alien 3. I'm not over it. I'm still not over it. So yesterday we looked here at the 6 titles that are coming out from Vinegar Syndrome's partners labels. Adoration, Martha, Picture Story. It's one I really want. The Leather Boys. Beautiful cinematography in this one. It's got Reed Tushingham. Donnie's Bar Mitzvah looks insane in all the good ways. Prospect looks like a lot of fun. It's a bit pricey, though. Like, actually, like kind of super pricey. So I know it's a 4K release and it's a limited edition, but it's $52.86 for the pre-order. $88. $88. Like regular. Like that to me, that's a lot. Like I think the highest like 4K release that I've seen that like price wise has been around like the $50 Canadian. And that was a Blue Underground one. And of course, the one that I think everybody is excited about is Walking the Edge. Walking the Edge has a great release. And as always, they're like some of these here, like I think a lot of this has to do with like everything that's going on right now. Is that like prices have raised, things are harder to get, things are getting a bit more pricey. But the good thing that I do like about Vinegar Syndrome and a lot of these labels is that although the MSRP is going to be like fairly high, that they're put down to a reasonable price, like 34.42. That's reasonable for Walking the Edge. I think for the Fun City editions. Now, if you're lucky enough to be a subscriber, it's $25 to pick up. That's actually a good deal. That's actually not a bad price at all for those titles. That's like when you come to the VSAs. Let's go to VSA, for instance. I spoke on the VSAs a little bit yesterday, and because I had some people going in to buy VSAs for the very first time. And a VSA release, is around $50 Canadian. So, but it's only $25 if you're a subscriber, because you're going to get the. So if you have the chance, if I get the chance to do it, like if it doesn't cost too much and I can actually do it, being a subscriber has a ton of like of benefits. Like I can say okay, I'm going to put aside some money and pick up Prospect for $50, 4K to get the cards and like all the different stuff they got to put into it. Mortuary I actually was one I really enjoyed back in the day, Chris. I haven't seen it in ages, but I really remember liking it. So that's one that I do want to pick up down the road. So what's myths? I don't I don't understand the context of Warlock. How would Newt deal with the prison planet? Actually, pretty well, I think. She was a tough character. In all honesty, Sigourney Weaver kind of wanted to move away from the films, and they could have easily had Sigourney Weaver's character not make it out and have like Newt as an adult Newt actually kind of wake up in the pod on the prison planet, which would have been a ballsier move. So the thought that David Finch was saying, I'm going to kill off Newt because that's the that's a ballsy move. No, it's a cop-out move. You're keeping in the main lead that is going to get you your box office. Kind of a ballsy move would have been to take out Sigourney Weaver, who would have enjoyed being taken out at that point, so it wouldn't have been an affront to her. She would have liked it. And you could have just had, like, basically, because we don't, like, after that, it crashed, then we don't know, like, at that point, when it lands, there could, there could be stasis. She could have been there for a while. They could have had it open up with Newt as an adult opening up out of there. Now there's an idea. See, I can do films. I can hit Fincher the Fincher right now. You could have had an adult Newt come out of there, had a newer actress come in, take over the series. If you wanted to bring Sigourney Weaver down the road as a clone or something like that, they still had that option available, a la Alien 4. But it was I think my opinion, Kubrick, is that it was a bad move, and unlike things that he said in interviews, it wasn't a dangerous move. It wasn't a risky move. It was a very safe move. And if you're going to go into a franchise and you're somebody like a Fincher, even at that point in your career, you don't take the safe move. He didn't do it later on in his career. He didn't take the safe moves later on in his career, and he's had better films because of it. But when you play it extra safe, the way Fincher did for Alien 3, it doesn't come out as well. I think my wife's better, Kubrick. I really do. Not even like, no sense of ego or anything with that. Maybe a little bit, tiny bit. But I will say, exactly. You could have put Hicks in there. You could have had Hicks in there. You could have had like Newt's like thing go wrong and have her like aged when she comes out. Have her an adult Newt alongside Hicks, and either have Sigourney Weaver's pod like go off somewhere else because you want to focus on her. Or you could have had her character one kind of killed off for now, because they do bring her back after she's cut off as well. So Rennie Harlan probably would have been a better choice. I don't think he would have cut off Newt. because Alien is the best film in the whole franchise. Alien's the best film in the franchise. Alien 2 is a fantastic action film. Now, see, I wanted to give like Fincher a bit of credit, like saying, okay, because it's the producers and all that type of stuff. But we've all seen like kind of the director's cut of this film. We've read interviews on this film. He'd still planned to make some of the bad decisions that he made. Anyway, Newt was always going to be dead. Hicks was always going to be dead. Those were always things that he planned. So for a while, Craig, I thought, oh yes, it got to be the producer's fault. No, they forced him to do certain things. He had to play, to play by the studio rules. He really wasn't like happy about the production. And then I found out like some of the stuff that he had planned to do with it. I'm like, I don't like that either. Like I still, even his own vision, I actually wouldn't like as well. Is Alien 3 an okay? It's an okay film. Like Warlock, that's the thing. It's an okay film. But it's not a good film as part of the Alien franchise. Maybe it's calling it something else works better, but not as Alien. James Cameron set it up so easily for you to take it in horror or action or whatever you wanted to do with it. He just said he gave okay, here's your three main characters. Like here's characters you can grow on and you can go with and do anything with. And then he's like, oh no, screw that. Ripley could have died before the film started. She could have died off screen. She could have died at the beginning. She could have got killed at the beginning. Sigourney Weaver was not exactly like high on coming back. She wasn't high on coming back for part 4 either, but she did. How did this become like an Alien 3 conversation? Well, here's the thing. I don't think Alien 3 did him any credit at all. If anything, I think it is partially hampered his career. Nobody came out of Alien 3, whether it be the studio or the viewers of the film, thinking, okay, here's the guy to watch. When he did 7, which was a film that, again, it definitely was a much better film, when he was able to do something more in the lines of what he wanted to do. Then you can see when Fincher's actual vision of what he actually wants to do is on there 7. That's where you see him start to build the groundwork. Now everything he does is fantastic though. There's a lot of stuff that he does. I'm kind of, some's good, some is okay. I remember the documentary. I got the set here actually, the Alien set. But I think he still would have had the career that he had. Because 7 was going to come next day either way. I don't think 7 became because of Alien 3. I'm actually really intrigued with the new Saw film. That's something that I'm interested in. I like the Saw series overall. Like there was obviously had some weak points. Like there were some like weaker Saw films. I don't like to see them as torture porn, especially the first one. The first one's really not. And it really seems like they're going in a unique way with the new Saw franchise. So I'm hoping they kind of build upon it. I don't want to see them go into like do the same thing that they've already done. Like it's okay, Kiri. It made for an interesting conversation. Here's the thing, guys. I'm just going to give my unadulterated opinion, and sometimes you're going to agree with me, and sometimes you're not. That's okay. That's what film conversations are about. That's like when you're at back in the day, you're at your local mom and pop like video store, your Blockbuster, whatever, and you're like sitting and you're walking through the aisles, and you pick up a film, and somebody's there, and you start talking about it. You maybe debate it, you discuss it, pros, the cons, all that type of stuff. So that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to do on this channel. I got to sit down and watch all of Mank because I haven't seen it yet. But Mank is more in the lines of what I would prefer to watch from him. That's my style of film. As are these VSAs, which are right around the screen. I do apologize. Here's Fight Club, movie Fight Club. Warlock, there you go, movie Fight Club. But it's already being done right. And Fat Samurai's already got the movie Fight Club going on. So there you go. And I do, if you're not checking it out, which I'm sure you are, Warlock, recommend Fat Samurai's stuff. I'm usually going for a lot of the horror stuff. But hey there, Robert. Welcome, man. Homegrown horse that looks gorgeous, man. I've heard iffy things on Fatal Exam, but it's the one I want to see the most. You buy your first Vinegar Syndrome. There you go. All right. So as you can see, there are 13 titles out now from the VSA releases. Now, of those 13, only 5 are still available to buy. So if you luck into getting any other of these, if any of these pop up, by the way, I don't think they will, but if they found extra copies of any of these VSA releases, their VSA releases are incredibly well done. They do some amazing stuff. Some people are upset that Action USA got a release after the VSA sold out with MVD Rewind, but let's be honest. If you're collecting VSAs, you 110% wants that Action USA release from Vinegar Syndrome from the VSA. What's a Franco film? That's true. Buy a T-shirt. There you go. But like they've made 13 of these VSA releases. Let's just say the poster in the VSA edition of Action USA is going to be highly, much better than the poster in the MVD Rewind version of VSA, of the Action USA. But out of 13 releases over the last 2 years, only one VSA ever came out again. You never seen any other company put out Evil Town. No other companies putting out the Vice Academy 1-3, Savage Dawn, Hell Riders, LA Wars, which was a really fantastic one actually. And Savage Harbor. I love Savage Harbor. Martial Law 1 and 2 is one of my favorites. So eventually what I'm going to do, when I get all the VSAs, when I'm caught up on VSAs, I do plan on doing a video where I'm going to review and rate and rank every single VSA. So for those that have been wondering, where's my review and rank videos recently? I haven't done one in a while. Those are coming back. I have had a few people reach out to me and ask me if that series is going to be coming back on the channel. There will be a lot more reviewed and ranked coming up. So don't think that's something you're gonna miss out on. It has not been forgotten. It is one of the more popular videos that I do on my channel, as well as the website deep dives. Those are coming back. Those just aren't being done on a weekly basis right now. For a while there at the beginning of the year, I had a set schedule. You were set. I was doing this video on Monday, this video on Tuesday. I wasn't feeling well for a while. Line of Duty was a good movie. Streams will go on as long as they have to. There you go. You got Martial Law, Action USA, and Savage Dawn. Good releases, man. Martial Law is a really good release. And I think, Will, that although it's sold out, I don't think it's sold out as fast as it really should have, because it's just that good of a release. And such cool films. I love Cynthia Rothrock. I'd love to see more stuff done by Cynthia Rothrock. Now, has anybody figured out the clues yet? Oh, okay. It's a TV show. Okay, there you go. See, I'm behind on stuff, George. You were mentioned earlier, by the way. Oh, nice. Thank you, guys. Has anybody figured out the clues? See, for me right now, I'm still betting on Scanner's Cop being the double feature. That's my thought. Is that Scanner's Cop is the double feature. That's what I'm thinking right now. Anybody else think of that? It is a Charlie Chaplin shirt. It's from City Lights. I got like a ton of movie and comic book shirts. I do tend to, like, anytime I go to Walmart, and I got like an extra $10 or $12 on me, I'll like buy a shirt and I'll like, I got a lot of t-shirts. What are the clues? Well, we talked about it there yesterday. Let me just see if I can find them here again. Ooh, it went black. Why did my screen go black? Let's do this again. No, it went black all of a sudden. So let us remove this for a second. All right. I want to see if I can find the clues for you guys here again. Term DVD. I'll love to get a signed thing by St. Arthur. I'm going to try and add this again. And we're going to share. That's weird. Anyway, there you go. For some odd reason, I'm not seeing the page pop up here on my screen. Maybe that's stopped it. Let's see. Just File Explorer? Nope. No. Not that, obviously. All right, so there you go. I'm having some issues with like getting that to show up on my screen again, which is weird. Not you. I don't think it's StreamYard. I think I'm just some issues I'm having with on my side of things. So let me just do something here. See if I can find it. Methinks I've done it. I think I forgot to click on the button where it says, don't show like updates or announcements, whatever. Oh no, it wasn't like it was just basic thing on my side. I'd really like to think, I'm hoping a Scanner's Cop. Scanner's Cop's a cool one. For those that have not seen or not heard of Scanner's Cop, well, let me just see here. They're produced by Pierre David, and they were straight to video releases. They had some pretty cool gore in them. So the whole prosthetics and like aspect of it really makes sense for it to be Scanner's Cop. So there's one of the posters for Scanner's Cop right there. And there were two. There was also the Showdown. As you can see there's some like fairly cool, kind of like gore sequences in these films. Like a head that splits into some pretty weird and wacky stuff. And if you like scanners, you're probably going to like Scanners Cop. If you don't like scanners, you're probably still going to like Scanners Cop because it's just a cool, unique, different film. And it's got a nice style to it. And it definitely fits as a release, either as a Vinegar Syndrome release, because there's definitely I have not seen Silence yet, actually. And I should have by now, but I don't think I have. But Craig, even if you don't like scanners, I'm willing to bet you would like Scanners Cop, because it's a cool little film. Anywho, guys, here we go. Sunday, Blue Day Sunday. There. I might use that one next time. Matt, I'm Aaron. I want to thank you for joining me here as we had our discussion debate about Alien 3, as we talked about the Vinegar Syndrome releases, and the MVD. We actually went and we compared some stuff. I have a few reviews to tape today because I'm taping. I have heard, it's not confirmed, Ragman, but has been rumored that Second Sight is releasing the Hitcher. That's the rumor right now. Is that Hitcher is getting a Second Sight release. And if it is, that means it's going to be getting a really cool, sexy release. So, for those, as always, anybody that wants to help with the channel, the donation button is down there. If you're not part of the Patreon there and you're iffy on going on Patreon, try it for like a month or so while we're doing our Vinegar Syndrome one, because you will not regret it. It is something that I strongly recommend. You guys have a fantastic day. For my Crimson Cult members, you are going to see me on Friday. We're going to have a very special video. And you guys got the chance to, if you want to, actually be a part of a roundtable discussion video live on our Patreon channel. I'll see you guys here soon. But for right now, it's time to turn out the lights and get ready to make some not live videos that are going to be posted later on in the week. See you soon.